Awful waffles. Awful waffles.
So you went to go buy a new pair of yoga pants and they were out?
Well, they were out of any ones that I liked.
How was there a shortage of yoga pants?
No, they didn't have any at Penny's.
They're like...
They had leopard print ones. They had really thick ones. They had ones with seams on them. They had like maroon ones, but they didn't have any that just plain black ones that were like the right thickness and tightness.
That's like the basic apparel for women is like yoga pants.
I know, but they had like really like thick ones that weren't like the stretchy. They were more like material.
Like winter yoga pants? Can you do yoga in them?
Yeah,
can you achieve Can you achieve a downward dog?
Yeah.
Then they're yoga pants.
Not really, though. You'd be like, Nick, those are not it.
Oh, they're questionable yoga pants?
They're questionable.
Man, you know how I feel about questionable yoga pants. And welcome. They
have like a seam.
Oh, they have a seam.
Yeah. Oh.
And welcome.
Hi.
The Awful Waffles podcast with Marc.
And Nicole.
We missed a week, Nicole.
We did, Marky.
I believe we were set to record on that Saturday. I watched the McGregor Mayweather fight, and then I spent 4 hours playing Skyrim.
And I fell asleep.
While you fell asleep. So,
hey, look, sometimes... we had your birthday because it was Marky Doo's birthday.
That's right. We celebrated my birthday.
We did celebrate your birthday, and then I think I fell asleep. I went to go lay down with our son, and then I was out.
Yep.
So that's happened.
Yep. And I didn't really do much to get you up because I was like, well, I really want to see this McGregor Mayweather fight.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have done it after.
And I really want to play Skyrim.
So you let me sleep?
I was like, yeah, it was good. It was good. I think you needed the rest.
I know. I've been so tired.
I had quests that I had to complete.
Quests?
I had to complete some quests.
Are these like your real friends? I do that when I binge watch shows. When I binge watch shows, like I start like thinking about the people on the shows and like what I want to talk to them about, and I wonder what they're doing, and then I'm like, oh, they're just shows.
They're not real.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you do that on Skyrim? Do you like, I gotta get my guy here?
Well, I'm playing. I'm not playing against other people. I'm playing against the computer.
But you...
No, I mostly get pissed that it's kind of like I get stuck in the same quest where I'm like, God damn it, I'm so tired of trying to kill these dragons.
Yeah, but don't you start thinking about it? Like, how am I going to kill these dragons? Where am I going to get past? I got to do this. I got to see this guy.
Yeah, well, Skyrim's nice in the way that it's an open world. So even if I'm tired of killing the dragons, I'm like, I'm going to go to Whiterun or Dawnstar and go fight vampires, which is kind of dope. So
you have that choice.
Yeah, you have that choice in Skyrim. It's fun. Actually, me and Charlie have been playing Skyrim. He is quite the
he says
adventure.
He likes it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's good. It's a good time. And so we couldn't record Friday because we went to the punk rock show.
We did.
Yeah,
we went to a punk rock show.
A buddy of mine and his friend.
Me
and Nicole. We all went to the punk rock show. Now, Nicole, this is not something that you would normally like. Hey, Marky, let's go to the punk rock show.
No.
I was like, hey, Nicole, the Cro-Mags and Eyehategod are going to be playing in Rochester, and I would like you to go because I need a designated driver. And, no, but you're a good sport about going to shows.
Yeah.
You've been to shows with me before.
One other one, yeah.
No, wasn't it two other ones?
No, just one.
Just one?
Just one.
You're normally a pretty good sport about it.
I'm a pretty good sport about doing anything, though.
Yeah.
I'm not a sourpuss.
You are not a sourpuss. No, you will put on your happy face and you jump in the car and you're like, oh, boys, we're going to the punk rock show.
Yeah.
It's funny because actually my buddy and his friend are like quite a bit younger than us.
Yeah, they are.
So I was like, hey, man, it's like you're going to the punk rock show with like the parents, the old people. So,
yeah, we're like 10 years older than them.
Yeah, but they're super some super fun dudes to hang out with.
They were nice.
So shout out to Jake and Dan for hanging out.
Oh, your first shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Jake and Dan. It was a good time.
Does Dan listen to us?
I don't know. I'm not sure. He might.
So this could be like a shout out he'll never hear.
Or maybe.
Maybe he'll start listening now.
Maybe he will. You never know.
The universe will throw that out there.
Yeah.
He'll be like, I got to listen to Awful Waffles.
There you go. We'll have one more listener.
Dun, dun,
so, Nicole, what did you think about the punk rock show?
I have to admit that It's probably much more your thing than mine.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing bad happened. It was loud.
The sound was, actually, nah. I mean,
it was loud.
Well, for me, I've been going to these shows since like the early 90s, late 90s, because if it was early 90s, I'd be like 12. But yeah, I've been going to these since like the late 90s, and that's kind of on par.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, the sound quality, the actual sound itself that I was hearing was really good. Like for a club that size, and for bands that are that loud, it was a really good sound.
Really?
Mix. Yeah. It was really good.
I mean, I definitely would not go there alone. It's not like I'm like, oh, Marky, you got to give me some, what is it? Punk, hardcore punk?
The band or the style of music?
Style of music.
Hardcore punk rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't feel that I need to like have that, like, I'm not looking up on Pandora, my hardcore punk rock.
You're not going to put Eyehategod in your playlist?
No.
Well,
no.
You like the Cro-Mags, though.
I like them better.
Well, actually, before we get to the main acts, there was a bunch of opener bands that were really good.
There was really good.
Actually, yeah, the band that went on before the Cro-Mags, I can't think of the name, but it was
It was like school or something in Spanish.
It was like Escuela, I think.
Escuela.
Yeah, and it was
I don't know if that means school in Spanish. I better look it up.
It was a 3-person. Why, you don't know Spanish?
No habla español. Me amo. I picked Nilda to be my name in Spanish.
It was a 3-person grind band, which with a female lead singer, and she shredded. She was like really good.
I know, but then she hit herself in the head with the mic, and I was like,
"It happened,
dude.
it's
You're
grind.
pretty. Why don't mess up your face?
It's a grind. It's
yeah,
a
but
grind
she
thing.
was really pretty. She shouldn't have done that to her face,
dude.
Even if she was ugly, she shouldn't do that to her face.
The way that she was up there on stage just doing her thing, like that was some legit like.
Yeah, but she could have hurt
herself. She basically
herself.
Controlled the entire crowd. Like she was super, super good. And her vocal stylings actually were really awesome.
Well,
I wish when I was in bands that I could have sang like that.
Wow. I don't know. She shouldn't have done that. And then I saw her and she had like the little marks on her forehead. And I was like, damn, girl.
She's putting it out there, doing her thing.
You know what, though, I did not like?
What's that?
The mosh pit. Like, at all. I liked nothing about it.
That's pretty typical, but that was not. I think.
Listen, stretch of the imagination. I do not want to be hurt. Yeah.
Okay.
Show.
Well,
I'm a good time gal. I want to be like, yeah, life is good.
You're a good time gal.
Yeah.
Okay. Episode 11, the Awful Waffles podcast. Good time gal. There you go.
But I don't want to be hurt. I'm like, you sons of bitches, stay away.
Well, if you're not if you're not used to going to like hardcore shows, like that's a pretty typical pit. And actually, from what I could tell, there was no casualties, there was no fights, there was no aggression. It was just people doing their shit on the dance floor and letting it out.
The fuck away from me.
You weren't. Yeah, you weren't really too into that. I noticed as soon as one of the opening bands, they kind of started getting a little pit heavy. And Nick like looks at me and like grabs my arm. She's like, "Marky, we're moving back." And
I did not want to get hit.
And some of
I'd
those
be
kids,
pissed.
man, some of them kids were going off.
Like I'd be pissed though. Like
right,
belly
anger. I got hit during the Cro-Mags. It's just part of how it happens, you know.
But it's your thing, man.
If you're gonna be in the pit area, you have to expect to get hit. Now, because you're not used to this kind of stuff. So, like, for you, it would be better to stand back. Like,
because I'm not gonna get hit. And then the other thing is that the pit area was very large. It was almost half the size of the venue.
Yeah.
So that was another.
It's good. You want to give people their space to kind of do their thing, and it was cool because
they should have given me my space. What about me?
Well, you had your space. We were in the back. What are you talking about? We were in the back with the other old people that didn't want to get hit.
I didn't want to get hit.
Well, you didn't get hit, and
no, I did not.
And the crowd, for being a mix of hardcore like metal kids, like it was a good mix in the pit. You had your heshers, there's headbanging and circle pitting, and you had a bunch of
what are they called, heshers?
Yeah, like old school metal dudes.
Heshers, that's a real word.
Yeah,
what
like
is it?
Long hair and like the battle vests and just like
you need a battle vest.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do a battle vest or not.
I think you could. I mean, Regan went to the grocery store.
If I commit to a battle vest, you know how I am about things. I have to commit 110%.
Oh my God,
to a
it'll be
battle
the
vest.
most expensive battle vest ever.
Well, no, because I've looked them up. I mean, the actual vest itself is only like $60, but I have to adorn that bastard with
I
all
know, that's what I
kinds
mean.
of patches.
All your patches
that you are not going to appreciate.
Yeah, probably not.
And I got to drop the kids off to school, and I'm going to be like, yeah, I got my fucking sweet battle vest on.
Yeah, okay.
This says fuck you somewhere on it.
I'm going to vote no then. That's a big no.
That's why I'm looking.
And with our little Charlie going to school.
When his dad in a battle vest.
Yeah, and then he could read words.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
so
that's true.
I think that's probably really inappropriate.
Actually, I don't know if I have the patch.
Actually, no, nothing.
I don't know if I have the patch or not, but somewhere I'm pretty sure I do. I think I have a Dead Kennedys Nazi punks fuck off patch, which is like it's one of their songs. You literally just shivered and went, oh.
I know. I didn't like any of that.
Nazi punks fuck off?
Oh.
What did you think I said?
I don't know. Nazi punks. And then...
No, Nazi punks fuck off.
Oh,
it's
okay.
a Dead Kennedys song. It's an anti-Nazi song.
Oh,
you
right.
cannot get any more anti-Nazi than that song.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, they would have to go with my battle vest, and then I'd be having to show up to school and be like, yeah, fuck Nazis. I'm here to drop my kid off.
I mean, I guess if I had to fuck something, Nazis would be pretty... good thing to say fuck off to.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I still don't think the word fuck in a school, like, they'd probably be like, sir, you have to cover that
Yeah,
up.
no, I think I know how to navigate society enough where I'm like, I'm not going to wear my, my Nazi punks fuck off patch to...
Yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah, no.
I'm glad of that for
So
you.
battle vests aside, but yeah, I think overall it was a great show. It was really cool to see the Cro-Mags. They're like a super, super important hardcore band that I've been a fan of for many years, and I finally got a chance to see them. I can't remember if I ever saw them in the 90s or the early 2000s or not. I may have. But it was finally cool to actually see them.
Well, I'm glad.
See them
I'm
live.
glad you had a good time.
It was cool. And then your favorite band came on, Eyehategod.
Oh my God, I think that's a stupid name.
Every time I say the name, Nicole
I cringe.
gets so pissed.
I do. I think it's fucking ridiculous. And I do. I'm like, really? Really?
You saw them play. You saw what they're about. They're like a doom metal band.
Well, I don't know. I think that was stupid.
I mean, if the name is supposed to invoke a response, they've gotten it out of you.
Yeah, they do.
And the way it's spelled is E-Y-E.
It does. It makes me, I'm like,
H-A-T-E-G-O-D
I roll my eyes every time I hear
as
it.
one word. So it's not like...
It's not like 3 words?
No, it's all one word.
It's all one.
Yeah, it's all
so
one
how would you phonetically say that?
Eyehategod. There you go. Eyehategod.
Eyehategod.
I saw them, actually. I think the last time I saw them, I was 17 years old.
Wow, I'm surprised
Yeah.
that he made it that long.
I know, man. Unfortunately, man,
That dude looked...
the singer has had just he's got like I think substance abuse issues, various alcohol and drug things happening for him, and man, he was just not looking good.
No.
He still has it as far as his voice and as far as the band.
I know, but
like,
I
they
didn't
still
know.
got
Like,
it.
so
but-
I've never seen. I have no idea who these people are, and I see him upstage, and I see him like close his eyes and start to like, I don't know. He must have been feeling it or something, and I'm like, this guy's gonna die on stage. I thought that several times, like when he was letting the band play, and he was like kind of like swaying and
Yeah,
kind of
just
like
feeling it.
dropping his microphone. I'm like, he's gonna have a heart attack right there and die.
Well, luckily you're a nurse and you can come in and save him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can totally come in and
I
save
could
him.
have. I could have.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me up there.
This man needs new blood immediately.
Well, he just did not look like. Oh, I don't know.
No, he's there. I don't know the exact story, but I think he may have had like a liver transplant at one point.
Oh,
he
man.
may have. I don't know. I think but there's definitely some substance abuse issues happening there. But
Well, I wish him well.
yeah, wish him well. And
Wish him well.
it was kind of funny because
He
they're
could change the name any day.
Jesus, yeah. Eyehategod announces on lambgoat.com, we've changed our name. Nicole does not appreciate it.
Nick doesn't like it. It makes
Because
her
then
go,
when
you gotta
people
say it.
in your life are like, oh, who did you and Marky go see? You got to go, oh, we went and saw the Cro-Mags and Eyehategod.
I just told people the Cro-Mags now that you're
that's
telling
it,
the whole.
just the
Yeah.
Cro-
I
Oh.
went to go see. We're going to go see one of Marky Doo's shows.
Yeah.
Is what I really said.
All right.
Marky shows.
Well,
That was it. And I
Yeah.
didn't say the name because it kind of made me like. I think that's the only word I can use to describe it.
I think I don't know if I don't have this shirt anymore, but I used to have a couple Eyehategod shirts.
Oh, well, they can stay with your nice patch.
with my Dead Kennedys patch, they will. I could probably cut out the Eyehategod shirt and put it on the back of the battle vest.
Oh my God.
Yeah. See? Look, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this 100%.
Well, we're not going to do it then.
All right,
I've
fine.
already decided that.
Fine.
If you're going to can't do it right, then you're not going to do it.
So at one point during IHG, we'll say.
Okay, I like that much better.
EHG. Because I know that if I keep saying Eyehategod, you're just going to keep giving me weird eye looks.
Yeah, I
Like,
hate it.
Stop saying
saying
it. Jesus is counting how many times you say it.
So anyway, Nicole looks at me. She goes, "Am I supposed to feel it in my vagina?" And I said, "Yes. The feedback that the band is currently doing, you will feel in your vagina."
It was crazy, though. You could feel it like my nose, my whole eyes
Yeah, it's
vibrated,
feedback,
everything.
yeah. They have like a 10-minute feedback song.
Multiple of them.
Multiple, yeah.
Multiple.
They played for quite a
They
while.
played for like an hour.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
I was like, okay, all right, I can handle this. We're almost done. Okay. I was like, jeez.
Eyehategod's not your jam, girl.
I thought we were going to use the acronym.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. EHG is not your jam.
No, but no. I mean, yeah, no. I didn't have a bad time.
I think that you were definitely more into the Cro-Mags. Now, for the Cro-Mags, I actually went up front. I wanted to get close to the stage and kind of be with the kids.
Fan.
I wanted to be with the kids. I wanted to sing along to the songs that I liked.
So you actually know the words that they're saying? You
Yeah.
can understand the words? Do you have to read them up on lyrics, or can you hear them and understand them?
I can hear them and understand them.
All the words?
I've been listening to the Cro-Mags
But,
since, oh my God, I don't even know when.
It's a long time.
But yeah, it's since high school at least, yeah.
So anyways, but for like all those kind of music, you can hear the words, or do you just have to like look them up on the lyrics? Because that's why I couldn't understand like the words.
No, I can. If I'm listening, I can understand. But there are some songs that I have to look up lyrics to.
Okay.
Yeah. But for the most part, like I've been listening to the Cro-Mags. Like if I went to go see Madball, like I know like almost like all the songs like by heart. But I've listened to them for so long.
I was just wondering, like if you knew.
Like
like that girl, could you understand the words that she was actually saying, or you could just feel the vibe that she was giving off?
Oh well, that's the first time I ever heard them.
That's what I mean.
But actually, I'm gonna buy one of their. They have a couple records on. I think like 2 records on Bandcamp that I'm gonna buy, and then I'll listen to them, figure out what I can figure out, and then look up the rest.
So no, that's a no. Then like you don't automatically just hear it. Like you know how.
There are some songs that I can automatically hear and I can pick out things that they're saying. Yeah, but for the most part, I can't. I can't put on like.
You don't put on like your hardcore hat and like you can understand.
My hardcore hat. Yeah, no.
Like,
I can't like put on like I don't know, like what's a new record that just came out?
That girl.
Like yeah, or I don't like I can't put on like the new Cannibal Corpse record and be like, oh, I totally hear what he's saying. Like I totally can get it. So
I was just wondering.
Yeah,
it was just me.
No.
I didn't understand words.
So yeah, it was a great time. It was cool. The Cro-Mags killed it. EHG killed it. The opening bands all ruled, and Nicole actually during her time there, she had a tell us everyone about your concern.
I was so concerned. I don't know.
It was cute. It's your motherly instincts kicking in.
It was. There was this girl, and she was not, and she wasn't 21. It wasn't her first time ever drinking, but.
Well, she was obviously old enough to
she
drink.
was probably like 25, 26.
Yeah, she was being served, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm
I
saying
thought you said she wasn't 21.
No, it wasn't like her first day
Jesus.
ever drinking. Like, it wasn't like...
Nah, she's throwing
like,
a couple...
yeah.
She had a couple soda pop. She was tossing
she
them
knew
back,
how...
yeah.
It wasn't her first time going... First time with the old rodeo. So, anyway...
With the booze and the penises.
She wasn't with the booze. What are they called? The gin mills? I had an old neighbor that said...
A gin mill?
Yeah, he would come home
Jesus
trash.
Christ, Prohibition era?
Yeah,
really?
He would come home trash and he'd be like, don't go down to the gin mill. He'd be like 14 and say, okay. So anyways, but this girl was wasted. Like,
she was a bit intoxicated.
she was wasted when we got there at 8. She was trashed. Like, she couldn't stand up straight and was slurring and was hopping from like these 3 dudes she was talking to, and like her arms were all over them, and like I was like,
she's a friendly drunk.
she's gonna die as well. I and I'm going to have to save her.
So the dude from Eyehategod and the poor girl are both good. Stop giving me a look. I can't keep thinking of the acronym.
You got to keep doing it, dude.
So the dude from Eyehategod and the poor little drunk punk rock chick, you're like, they're both going to die, and I have to save them.
Yes, and I actually
all
worried
right.
about that girl all night long. I was like, God.
She was a little sloppy.
She was
Yeah,
super
she was
sloppy,
totally
and
sloppy.
like I was afraid she was going to make bad decisions, and like she couldn't.
I
stand
mean, let's face it.
up
She's
straight.
made bad. Look at where she's made. You saw her. She has made bad decisions in her life. But you know what? It is her life to make bad decisions
It
in.
is, but like her phone was falling out of her back pocket half the time. I just wanted to go push it in for her.
She's a fucking mess.
She was a hot mess. Her hair was crazy. Her shirt was half up, half down. Like, I just want to take her to the bathroom and say, you need to straighten yourself out. Like, here's a hairbrush. Brush your hair. Here's a paper towel. Wipe with that mascara underneath your eyes. You need to.
Here's a longer shirt. Cover up your weird midriff tattoo.
Yeah. But I actually worried about her, and I'd be like, where is she? I can't see her. She's probably dead in the corner. Nobody knows.
She was all over the place, just being hammered, and she just she was just drunk, doing her thing. Probably she could have used some supervision, I think, maybe. But again, this is we're parents.
It was funny because I was more comfortable when she was with one of the dudes than with the other dude.
She was?
I was.
Oh, really? You didn't even know these guys.
I know, and I talk about making split decisions.
Yeah, you were judging a book by its cover.
I was totally judging a book by its cover.
The clean cut guy is probably the guy that's going to friggin' Jeffrey Dahmer.
I know, but I felt bad for her. I was like, damn, Angie's going to have a headache tomorrow.
Yeah, no, she was definitely going to feel it the next day. Actually, during the Cro-Mags at one point, she was in the pit, and she had a beer in her hand. And I'm looking over, I'm like, that is not a good thing to do. And she just someone ran into her, not on purpose, on accident, somebody hit her. And she just went for a flight. I think I saw the bottoms of her feet, and she just she landed, her beer was everywhere. It's like,
and then she was sad that her beer was done.
Yeah, she looked at her beer very disconcerted, like, why is my beer gone? And it's like, honey, you're hammered, you're in the pit with a beer, and someone is going to dance over your ass and send you into the back where you kind of should stay. So,
well, I felt bad for her. I worried about her.
Yeah, you were concerned all night long, like, Marky, is she going to be all right? I'm like, no, Nicole, she's probably not going to be all right. I have a feeling that her habits are causing her to have a very difficult life. She may have a hard time holding down a job.
I know.
We can't take her in and mentor her. That's not our thing in life. We can't.
No, I don't want to do that. But I just felt bad for her. I wish she just would have taken a cab home.
Well, I mean, I'm sure
she needed a GTB.
No, she needed a good old GTB, the old go to bed.
My dad's got a man of few words, but he's got some good ones.
But yes, he go to bed is one of. I've heard him give you and your sister at one point a go to bed, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, Gare!"
Yeah, they're scary.
Tell them motherfuckers to go to bed.
He did too. He would when we were younger, and we would have too many alcoholic beverages. We'd come home, and there's 3 girls, and we're 5 years.
Y'all are loud
between the 3 of us, so we're loud.
You guys cry when you're drunk.
We cry and we fight and we cry, and we would have parties at the house, and they would go forever. And my parents would go to bed, and we'd still be partying, and it was fine until we got the GTB.
Yep,
and he'd come out and say, "Go to bed," just like that, and everybody stopped what they did and went to bed.
Yeah,
it didn't matter what you were doing, what was going on.
I was present when one of you got a go to bed, and I was like, "I'm going to bed," and I went to bed.
You did too.
Yeah, I went to bed, and you guys defied the go to bed order, and I was like, "Look, I've been waiting to go to bed. I've been looking for an excuse to get out of here, so I'm going to bed."
Gary gave me one.
Yep. Your dad's telling me to go to bed. I'm going to bed.
His other famous is too much laughing turns to crying. And so the kids, I always tell them that.
It's true.
What does Papa say? And Evelyn will say,
too much laughing
turns to frying.
Turns to frying? Nice. Too much laughing turns to frying.
Turns to frying.
Yeah, I've also witnessed you and your sisters on multiple occasions. There will be laughter, and then it just takes someone to laugh a little bit too hard.
Uh-huh.
And then the floodgates open.
And then have you ever laughed so hard you cry?
I mean, yeah, but not like.
Not then when you start crying.
Yeah, no, I don't like if I'm laughing so hard I have tears in my eyes, I don't continue to cry. I've witnessed the 3 of you each continue to cry.
Yes.
Where you get that weird spit in your mouth where you're like, ah!
I know, booger spits come,
you got spit
snots
everywhere.
and eye makeup, and eye makeup burns.
Yeah.
Like you would not believe.
I'm sure it does.
It does. Did your dad ever say anything like that? Like, because the other thing my dad says is enough's enough. Every night before he goes to bed, he'll say to my mom, "All right, Sharon, enough's enough. And my mom's name is not Sharon.
Your mom's name is Shannon,
that's
not
what
Sharon.
he calls
yeah.
her.
Yeah.
All right, Sharon, enough's enough. I'm going to bed.
No, I don't think my dad ever. No, it was always no, nothing.
No, nothing.
No,
Yeah.
no. I remember cut the shit a lot.
Cut
He'd
the
be
shit.
like, cut the shit. I'm like, there's no shit. That was always my response. There's no shit.
You should have pooped.
Yeah, I should have pooped. Yeah, that would have been it. Oh, whatever, Dad. I'm going to get dumped on the floor and listen to the... I'm going to take a shit in the living room and go listen to Eyehategod because I'm an edgy 13-year-old. Yeah. No, my dad never really... No. My dad's a pretty straightforward kind of dude. He just like, stop. Yes. No. That's not happening. Definitely don't do that. And if you do that, I'll kick your ass. We had a thing growing up where like I'd never shoplifted anything because he was like, you're going to make mistakes in life. I get it. But if you do ever get caught shoplifting, I have to come get you. I swear to God, I will kill you.
I never shoplifted.
No, I did. I got arrested multiple times for skateboarding and called him, and it wasn't an issue because it wasn't shoplifting. So I was I was never concerned when I had to call him. I'm like, yeah, the cops got me. You got to come get me out of the
skateboarding
clink.
seems kind of ridiculous. The clink. Did you really call it the clink? The slammer.
Well, yeah, no, they had me in handcuffs.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, I was legit arrested multiple times.
Were you under
for
16
skateboarding.
or over 16?
Always under, except when I was arrested when I was 17 and 18, it was appearance tickets.
So it wasn't like you had...
No, mostly when I was younger, they were trying to do the old, we're going to teach them a lesson, and we're going to...
Is it because you can't skateboard places? Is that why?
Yeah.
Is there still rules that you can't skateboard places?
I think so. I don't know, actually. I'm not sure. There was a couple of officers that were pretty strict on enforcing it that would come down and bust
Don't
me.
you think you wish that the police officers had a little more of that to worry about these days?
Yeah, actually. Well, no, actually, I'm sure that there's plenty of things for police officers to worry about.
That's what I meant, instead of other things.
Yeah, not kids skateboarding.
I think that was more of their concerns.
Last of their concerns.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Well, I did know that, though.
What's that?
About the skateboarding and arresting.
I used to have to go to court all the time. Yeah, like on a pretty regular basis. I got 75 hours of community service.
For skateboarding?
For skateboarding.
That's ridiculous.
I think people have robbed banks and gotten less community service. I got 75 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I did do it the end of August into September one year for school. So I had to get out of school.
For skateboarding?
And go and clean downtown, yeah. Seriously.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it sucked.
That's silly.
The older I got, they kind of got a little bit more dicey because cops kind of start catching on and stuff, and they're like start patting you down, searching you, and doing stuff, and just trying to find a reason to really arrest you. So, but what are you gonna do? You live, you learn. You want to close this episode out with a story?
Sure.
Okay. It's kind of sexy. It's real. Don't give me that look. Like you can't talk about sex. We've had sex. We've made people. Okay,
Marc.
We've had sex at least twice.
Oh my goodness.
We have 2 trophies. Okay.
Oh, 2 trophies. So one quick thing. It's so funny. I saw on Facebook today, Joe Genentino asked his son. Evelyn had just asked me today how babies.
He said, "Help!" His son Santino cornered him and his wife, and were like, "How are babies made?"
So it's so funny.
This story is not about making babies at all.
Well, let me tell you. So Evie asked me how babies were made.
So how
babies got in your belly today? And I told her, well, with you came from love. Not all babies come from love, but you did.
You told her not all babies come from love?
Well, I told her, and she said, well, not all babies do come from love. You don't love somebody. I said, but for the most time, babies come from love. You don't have to be in love to have a baby. I didn't want to...
So wait. She came from love.
I said, you came from love. That's what I told her.
You didn't tell her how we planned her out?
No, I didn't tell her that.
We had your whole schedule figured out.
No, I didn't tell her.
About when you can get pregnant.
No, I didn't tell her that
We tried
part.
multiple times a day.
Yeah, I didn't tell her that
You didn't
part.
get into that part?
No, I didn't. But
Mom and Dad were getting older. We wanted to have a second baby. We really were hoping it was going to be a girl, and everything worked out.
But listen, she goes, so you just don't eat too much and it gets in your belly? And my sister was in the car, and she goes, like a food baby?
Food baby. Oh, no.
So then Evelyn got talking about food and big bellies. And
Right.
so it went to a completely different subject. But it was so funny because I said to Ashley after, I said, if it was Charlie, I probably would have told him more like of a medical answer, because that's what I try to do with these things. Like, you have a penis, a vagina, poop, breasts, they're for feeding babies, like that kind of stuff. Yeah. And so, like, I would probably tell him more of a medical answer until he stopped asking questions.
Yeah, I think that I don't think he has a real grasp on,
Well, I think, he doesn't. He's never asked. So
at some point they're going to be old enough where we're going to have to be like, all right, look, here's the deal.
I mean, if they ask, then
because obviously they're going to like learn it in health class, but I don't know.
I mean, I'm pretty open about things. They ask me medical things, and I tell them.
Yeah, no, Charlie asks me about things, and I'm pretty open with him.
He asked me about what puberty was.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
He asked me what puberty was, and I told him that it's when I did. This is what I told him.
Your girl beard and your balls drop.
I did. I said, you know how I'll use my boobs. You know how mommy has boobs and Abby doesn't, and we're both girls. Well, once puberty comes, you get those extra your characterizations, right? Characterizations?
Your characteristics?
Yes, characteristics. That's
your characterizations change.
Like the
the fuck is she talking about?
Like the people at Disney.
Yeah, your caricatures change. Yeah. Wow.
But like I told them, I said, people grow hair and you get your extra parts.
Yeah,
That's what I told them. So he asked me.
Yeah, especially when you're a boy, puberty sucks because your hormones kick in at like 200 and you're fucking ready to go.
Oh, it's a peach when you're a girl.
No, I'm sure. No, I think girls clearly have it a lot worse than dudes. But I think dudes from a hormonal, emotional spectrum, it's really bad.
Yeah, like probably, you know what?
As soon as them hormones kick in, you are ready to... There are two things that I see are ready to fuck or fight.
Oh my god!
There's two things you want to fight or you want to make love. However you put it. But, no, seriously, as soon as you get a little bit of testosterone, it changes your life.
I gotta say, it probably is
revved up.
Equally, it's probably hard for both boys and girls.
I think girls might have it a little bit harder though, because you have an actual physical response that happens when your body decides to shed some eggs. Yeah. We're not bleeding out of our dicks. It's never going to happen. And if we do, we need to go to the doctor immediately. And thankfully, you're a nurse. We can just go to you.
No,
I think that's probably.
You to the doctor.
I'm going to say that's probably physically a lot harder. Than what we go through. With us, it's like our voice cracks. We get like acne, and we start acting all aggressive.
But I'm talking about like emotionally. That's what I'm talking about.
Emotionally, it's pretty bad.
It's probably
for a dude. It's pretty bad.
Probably pretty bad.
I don't remember I think maybe when I hit puberty, I don't even remember when I hit puberty. But I think whenever I did, it's kind of when you start getting like self-conscious and you're kind of like weird about stuff, but you're also so goddamn mad. You just want to break shit.
I see. I didn't have that normal response.
You're so mad and you're so horny at the same time. You're like, I just want to break shit. And
yikes.
Yeah.
But I'm not like an angry person, so I don't think when I was like 15... I wasn't bad. I wasn't like a super moody teenager. I didn't like hate the world. I didn't like hate my mom at all. Like, I was good.
I was a total edgelord. I liked the Misfits and I liked Danzig.
Yeah, but think of our personalities.
And the Cro-Mags and the Wu-Tang Clan and the Dead Kennedys. I'm going to fucking mosh. I'm going to fight. I'm going to get a girlfriend and I'm going to write bad poetry. I'm going to do cool shit. I'm going to be my own fucking person. I'm going to get my own apartment. I'm 12.
Really? And our personalities, that is your personality. And mine is... Dude, simmer down.
Like, you don't like the Wu-Tang Clan? I can't talk to you because you're not a human.
Yeah, that is totally your personality. You're like... you like everything on 110%.
I was probably such a sweet kid before I hit puberty.
Your mom said you were.
I probably was such a sweetheart, and then I hit puberty and turned into a fucking asshole.
Is that what happened?
I think so. Not that I'm thinking about it. I think I hit puberty and just turned into a complete dick. It's kind of traumatizing though, man. As soon as you get that testosterone boost and you realize, like, you get this first couple of jolts of testosterone, you're like, oh, man.
You realize what?
It's just, I don't remember.
Do you have like some great epiphany?
No, I don't remember the transition.
That word I can say.
Epiphany.
Yeah, but I couldn't say.
We're built for two things: for combat in procreation. That's
a better word than
but that's what we're built for. And
The
when you finally,
procreation.
as a kid, when you finally reach that point where you're getting that, where you're like, I'm going to fight.
Or procreate.
Because apparently, if I swear, you give me the Nicole eyes.
Well, I mean, I don't mind occasionally. I don't like every other word to be a swear word. And we've already used a lot
on
of
iTunes. Look, on iTunes, we're listed as explicit, so no one's going to get angry about this.
But I know, but I just don't like it.
I don't think the listeners care if I swear. Okay.
And the listeners aren't married to you.
Oh, okay, all right. Because my wife just wanted me to swear. So look,
my wife said I can't say naughty words.
As a dude, speaking on a strictly scale, on just a scale of evolution, you are built for war and procreation. Those are the two main things you do as a dude. You can fight and you can make people.
You're kind of aggressive right now, Drew.
Because thinking about it, I'm just like, yeah.
I hope you shit your pants.
I mean, look, I just turned 37. So at some point, I'm going to end up getting I'm going to hit that spot where I get the low testosterone.
Well, maybe.
And I start petering out. I'm just like, I'm going to need to take testosterone.
You think? Why do you think you're going to have low T? Does it hurt?
I think every dude goes through that, when whatever age you hit.
But
eventually.
they don't all have to take testosterone.
Oh, but I will.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're not aggressive enough.
I'm not aggressive, and I need to be more aggressive. Yeah. I need to snap on more random people.
Yeah. You're never like, what's for dinner? And I'm like, I don't know. What do you want for
I wouldn't say that. That's terrible. How dare you? God, don't do that.
What are we having for dinner? It's 9 a.m, Nick. And I'm like, I don't know, Marc.
I ask you what we're having for dinner in the morning because I go to work at 3 o'clock and I need to know what I'm going to have for dinner and if I need to prepare it or not. Or if I need to be like, I'll get something else. That's all. That's it.
Okay.
All right? We're not going to cover the story now.
All right.
Well. We'll do it on the next episode, isn't it? Well,
we're leaving a cliffhanger.
Do you want to do it real quick?
No, it's a cliffhanger.
We can't.
No, it's a cliffhanger.
It's a cliffhanger? It's not really that good of a story.
Well, you better find a good one between now and then.
Nice.
It's a cliffhanger, just like a 90210. Dun, dun, dun.
90210.
Yeah, they always had cliffhangers.
Oh, they did.
Well, what was that other show?
Who?
Destiny?
Who?
Destiny? Dynasty?
Oh my God, Dynasty! Jesus, you're going way back. Yeah, no, 90210 was always though.
That was. Oh my God, I remember when I was old enough to stay up and watch it.
You know, who used to leave cliffhangers all the time
so
that
cool.
irritated me was freaking Smallville. You ever watch Smallville?
No, I didn't.
You would love Smallville.
I do like the Marvel / I like those shows.
The comic book show.
Yeah, I do like the Flash. I like the Flash.
Yeah,
and I like the People of Tomorrow. Land DC
Legends of Tomorrow. Yeah,
I like those people, and I like what was that other show that I liked, where the dude was like
Arrow.
I liked Arrow too.
Yeah, Arrow.
But I couldn't watch the first.
Stephen Amell, handsome man.
Oh,
handsome man.
Too. I couldn't watch the first couple episodes. It was really hard. No, but hold on. Let me just break this down for you.
Okay.
That dude who was Professor X's son, and he was in the mental asylum.
Oh, Legion.
Oh, I loved that
Legion
show.
was good. Legion was real good. Yeah,
I loved that.
Are we treading into the Earth's mightiest bastards territory? Oh! Check me out and the Earth's mightiest bastards. We are a bi-weekly, we've missed a couple weeks podcast. You can find us at embpod.com. We do weekly trailer reactions. You can find us there at youtube.com/embpod.
I forgot all about it too.
See, I
thought of it at the beginning when you gave your shout out.
Yeah.
I'm like, he can't do 2 in a row. So I
gotta space my shout outs out. I can't give an
just
entire
like
list of
butter,
shout outs.
baby.
Yeah. Oh, damn. You snap your fingers in a weird way.
Why?
I didn't. Wow, oh my God. Do you have arthritis?
What do you mean?
You got rheumatoid arthritis in
How
your
do you
knees or
snap?
something?
Let me see you snap. You're snapping too fast.
Like this.
I can't see.
Oh, dude, I'm snapping my fingers. You snap your fingers weird. Oh my God, you snap your fingers like a 4-year-old. Like this. Look at.
I think this is my snapping.
What fingers do you use to snap with?
These two.
These two right here.
Yeah. think my snapping is better.
Okay, now we're just snapping.
No, we're
going to
have a snap
ears.
off. All right, here's my two best ones.
Snap off.
Yeah, we're going to do my two best ones.
We can't. We
no,
can't
we have to.
Okay, fine. All
we're
right.
going to do 2, and that's it.
All right.
All right.
You're terrible. You're absolutely terrible. Here we go. Right? You just had a snap off.
All right, snap.
Okay, ready? What are the fucking sharks and the jets from West Side Story? Are we going to tie our hands and have a knife fight in the kitchen?
I like it. All right. Anyways,
God.
I'm done with my snap off.
Anyway, so yeah, you're done with your snap off. Jesus. Oh God.
That shit was funny.
That was funny. It was just the look on your face. You're like, I can snap my fingers. I'm gonna snap my fingers. All right, we are glad to be back. You can find us online, awfulwafflespodcast.com. That website will connect you to all of our social media outlets. Nicole, what social media outlets are we on? You better fucking know this.
Stitcher.
No, social media outlets, baby.
I don't know.
Come on.
Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yes, exactly. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And we are available on iTunes.
Stitcher Radio.
And Google Play. Any of those services that you happen to listen to us on, if you would be so kind to leave us a rating and a review, that always helps us. The algorithms for iTunes are ridiculous.
What the hell does that even mean?
They're just the way that iTunes ranks your podcast amongst other podcasts with a similar listener basis. It's ridiculous how they do everything. So let's do this. Let's say if you are a listener right now and you are on your phone, you can use your phone in whatever app you're in, and you can leave us a rating and a review. Leave us a rating and a review, and we will give you a shout-out on the next episode. There you go. Do
Sam,
that.
the better snapper.
Yeah. You know what? There you go. Leave a review of who has a better snap. We'll see. Oh.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thanks for joining us, Sam. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Awful waffles.